All right, what's up, everybody? We're here for another Offside Show.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
Nope, you're muffled like crazy.
All right.
Very muffled.
All right. How about now?
Very good. Step up to the mic.
All right. No, in all seriousness, we got stuff to talk about today. And even after the show on Above the Rim at 5:30 on 313 JMO's channel, there's going to be lots and lots and lots to talk about.
That's going to be a wonderful show. You got to check that out tonight.
Oh, absolutely. So, Jim, how's it going?
Real good. Love the Motorhead to bring us in. That sounded good. I think it's them. I don't know. I'm just
it's Motorhead.
I figured it was. But yeah, I mean, it's good to be back. I can't do this a lot. I just got so much else to do, but it's nice to talk some Red Wing hockey today.
Absolutely. Seth, how's it going?
Doing good. And Jim, to confirm, yes, that's Motorhead. Pistons talking a couple of weeks ago. We're talking about how when thinking about that, we both visualized Triple H coming out with the sledgehammer.
I did too. I did the same thing.
Yeah,
thank you for that, Seth. That was great.
Yeah,
for sure. I think this is a solid intro going forward. I had to experiment a little bit, but I think that's a solid intro going forward. But yeah, let's dive into these topics. Here's the first topic. Red Wings retro reverse jerseys are out. All NHL teams have retro reverse jerseys. So what are your thoughts on the Red Wings retro reverse? Jim, let's let you start first.
Is it a retro reverse day too? So are we going backwards everywhere or what? I don't understand this. I'll be totally honest. I don't know what the hell the difference is. I couldn't tell you why white jerseys with the Red Wing logo is not something I haven't seen for years, but okay, whatever they want to do.
No, timeout. The difference is there's no red sleeves. And and they have silver stripes.
I didn't notice that. I'm colorblind. So I'm like, this is like nothing.
Yeah, I think we're all it's kind of, I'm not the big, I mean, maybe I'll buy one, maybe I won't. I mean, I don't know what players are even going to be here in the long run, so I don't want to buy a jersey just for them to get traded or for them to leave to another team or something like that.
Wow.
That's funny.
Wow.
But Seth,
who's getting notifications?
I just got a notification. I silenced it. Seth, what are your thoughts on the Red Wings retro reverse?
Well, I personally don't have any problem with it. I guess anything to create a bit of buzz and distract us from all this craziness going on, I guess I have no problem with it. I see it as an interesting spin, on hockey jerseys, with a little bit of old school feel, but a little bit of futuristic twist to it too. So, it's something I see as purely cosmetic, but something that won't hurt, not that kind of thing. I have less objection to it than the Lions color rush jerseys with the blue pants. I prefer silver for the Lions. Don't mess with tradition.
Yeah, no, for sure. One thing I have seen is that they might be wearing a white. I don't know if it's the right word. The white pants. They normally wear red pants. They might be wearing white pants instead.
That's weird.
That's kind of cool. That's different.
That's weird. Oh my gosh, that's too much white, especially on that ice.
Have you seen these weird jerseys that they wear in the NFL, like Seattle's putrid green, whatever the heck those are? I mean, come on, man. We're wearing white pants. I'm going into a panic. There are more important things in this league.
No, but
no offense to you, Seth. I love you to death. That wasn't anything against you. It's just these people that come on here and like these jersey things, and it's like your team sucks anyway. Who cares? It doesn't make a difference, dude.
No, I don't know for sure if they're going to wear the white pants or not. Like, that's just something that I think I feel like I saw it somewhere, but I can't confirm or deny whether they're going to wear the white pants. I mean, it looks, I don't know. I guess I kind of just think it looks like our regular jerseys. They added
Well, they're trying to blind us with all the brightness. They trying to blind us there, like we're in Antarctica with the snow.
Maybe, I don't know. Well, I mean,
maybe the other team won't be able to see this coming.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, they could. No, yeah, they could run like those trick plays where they just hide on the ground.
It's camouflage,
and no one sees
man.
It. Yeah, exactly. Camouflage, like, you know. Yeah. Does anyone else have anything they want to add on these jerseys?
I just think it's a non-issue, man. I really do. It's just their way to make more money, man. That's really all it is.
That's exactly what it is.
Silver on it, man. That'll be all right.
Well, I mean, the problem right now is like they're doing it for all teams because they know that revenue is not going to be as high as they want.
And it's smart. It's smart from a marketing aspect, but actually change the jersey a little more. You know, do something wild if you're going to do it.
Yeah, I agree for sure. It sounds like we're good on this topic, honestly. Just
move on whenever you want.
All right, so now this is an interesting topic. The owners might be asking players to defer more of their salary than initially planned. What are your thoughts on this? Seth, we'll start with you this time.
You know, this is a very sticky situation, and it's pretty messed up. Well, no matter how you look at it, I understand where the owners are coming from, but if you're a player, you're really gonna feel like you're getting violated right in the rear end with a bottle or whatever. You know, it's just completely violated by the owners. So this is just a messed up situation all the way around. You know, it's money. That's the root of all evil. And I just hope they find a way to figure it out. Because, you know, I'm not going to go one way or the other because, you know, my gosh, this is just a terrible situation all the way around. Figure it out, guys.
I know.
Figure it out.
When do billionaires ever take from the little guy or the millionaires or the small people? It never happens. Never, ever does. Nope. No. Big corporations never pass the bottom line on to the customers. That never happens.
Nope.
That's what this is, man. That's what it is. It's like, hey, it's Burger King. We're making $1 million, but we're going to hire somebody for $8 an hour or some dumb thing. I mean, you know, whatever the minimum wage is. It's like, come on, you know. This is a situation, in my opinion, that should never happen. You know, if you want to make more money, go do something else with your business. Don't sit here and take from players that you've already asked to take money from or defer their money, which, you know what? Not that these players are hurting. Okay. You know, we're making, but I'm talking about the little ones, the ones that don't make as much money, the ones that
make minimum.
And maybe they made a lifestyle that they can't afford if they don't have that money. No one does that either, by the way. But, you know, I think it's a situation where there is too much greed, and now there isn't enough money to feed all that greed. So something's got to give, and I think the owners should open their pocketbooks a little bit, pay the players what they're worth, and eat it. You know, they're the ones in the position where they have more money than anyone else. Have them eat it.
Well, I'm just gonna say, like, it's not defer forever. It's defer until.
PD, if you're working for somebody and they say, we'd like to defer your payment, how excited are you going to be?
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not excited at all.
Well, you want to go to work for nothing?
No.
And just have your check at the end of the year, maybe, or maybe next year, or sometime down the road. That would work for you, right?
Don't get me wrong. No, it doesn't work for me. I mean, it just sucks all around. No, this whole situation, it just sucks all around. Like, that's pretty much all there is to it.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's what I'm saying. The owners with the big pockets, come on now. Stop being greedy. You're going to live. The little guy might not.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing. These millionaires and billionaires, they love their money.
Yes, they do. And they love
that one guy. What's Mr. Wonderful's name? I always forget his name.
Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah, Kevin O'Leary. Yeah, Kevin O'Leary. You know what he once said? He said, I care a lot. And he said it in this tone pretty much. I care a lot about my money.
Absolutely.
And
all they care about.
Yeah, so these people, I know what we get mad. I know it's hard to look at them and go like, man, you have so much money. Like you make more money. You get more money in probably 20 in like a 3-hour period than I'll probably ever make over my entire lifetime or something like that. I know it's hard. It's like, it's painful to look at that from our perspective, but that's why
they got as much money as they do right now, because they're not as dumb as we are.
Because they care about, they're smarter than us, and they care about their money.
Right. They're greedy. They're greedy. There's no way of getting around it.
It is greedy, but it's like, I just don't know how to fault them for being greedy. Like,
I do, because you're taking away from somebody who doesn't have as much as you.
Okay, that's fair enough. But I mean, like I said, like they care about their money. I care about my money.
You care about your money till your employees quit on you, and then what kind of money do you have?
You have no money.
Because there's no one to work there. You got to find someone else and train them, and that's more money. You know what? Just treat the people well. That is the thing that most organizations have to come to the point where they just have to treat their people well. That's all they need to do. And rough times, stand by your people.
Oh, and it's really interesting that we're talking about this, because I know segueing into something non-hockey related, but still relating to business owners and what have you. You have this thing with WWE now with Vince McMahon banning his talent from using third-party platforms like I think it's Twitch.
Yep,
so they can't make money on the they can't make money on the side
now.
All of a sudden
they fired Selena Vega.
So there's a whole big thing, and now they're moving about trying to help get wrestlers to unionize. So I guess it's another example of corporate greed, and we're seeing it, I guess, more and more across the sports and entertainment industry as a whole. So
also, Seth, in wrestling, they had that mass firing. Remember
back in April.
Yeah,
back in April.
They had another one not too long ago.
Yeah.
So that's another thing that they're doing. They're firing people that are just contractors that don't really have it's hard to explain. They have a contract with WWE, but WWE can purge them anytime they want. But yet the wrestler can't just quit and go to another organization. So there is stuff in there that
for 90 days.
Yeah, and the 90-day non-compete clause. So that's ridiculous too. A lot of this needs to be changed, and there's a lot of businesses that are getting away with a lot of stuff these days.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like I try to be in the middle of this. Like, it's tricky. I get what both you're saying. Like, you're taking away from someone that you told them that they would give them, and you don't know when you're going to get that money back. And let's be honest, we don't even know if we're going to get the money back. So,
exactly.
Let's also talk this, because it's a contract. We're not talking that, it's just a handshake deal and, we can change our deal, can't we? No, it's a freaking contract. The country is based on that. That's why we have court systems to enforce contracts. So, no, I don't think this is legit. I don't think it's a good thing at all. I think the owners should figure out how to make more money in their own business, because usually hockey's not their business. They're just the owners.
Well, I mean, let's be like, everyone is in the business to make money. Like, that's why the owners do what they do. If they didn't think they could make money off of what they're trying to do, then they probably wouldn't do it. Because like I said, they care a lot about their money. Now, I just wish I could find that Kevin O'Leary quote, and he'll tell you how much they all care about their money and stuff like that. But it's just a crappy situation. I don't know what to think. That's pretty much how I'm at. But does anyone else have anything they want to add onto this topic?
I think we could talk about this topic for quite a while, but I'm done.
Yeah.
You're honestly Jim, right.
Yeah, but Jim, on your point about the owners, how this is just, for them hockey, and they have their businesses. But then you have an Exhibit A back from the 80s, Peter Pockleton, who was then the Oilers owner, who made some bad business
That's his own fault.
And then all of a sudden that ended up leading him to have to trade Wayne Gretzky, angering an entire city and country for that matter. So,
and I don't think that, I mean, I understand where your point is, but that's his own dumb stupidity. And he can't, I think that trading a player like that just because of the fact that you can't get your stuff together. Come on now. Come on, man. You got to be better than that. You expect Wayne Gretzky to be the best player in hockey, don't you? Year in, year out. He's supposed to deliver that contract, but yet when things go wrong for you because you're a moron, then you trade him. Good idea.
Yeah, for sure. No, but Jim, you're 100% right. We could literally, we could fill the whole show up with just talking about this topic and the ethicalness or whatever of it. Like, we could go on.
Non-ethical, yeah, that too.
Yeah. We could go on for this throughout all day and the rest of the night. On this
we can't because I'm not going to be here that long.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm just saying, if we wanted to, we could. That's how
we couldn't.
It's how touchy.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, it's a touchy topic, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on and talk about something that I think me and Jim were kind of disagreeing on this topic.
Yeah, we are. It's gonna be great.
Let's talk about this.
It's gonna be great.
Are you okay with Filip Hronek getting into a fight for Mountfield HK? I don't think I spelled that right, honestly.
Who cares?
But yeah,
the fight is the point.
Yeah, we'll let Seth go first, then me and you will probably have a mini back and forth. Seth, are you okay with Hronek getting into a fight?
For this one time, sure, because even every once in a while, Eisman got into a scrum. It wasn't too often, but he did. Like, I think that one time, like, for instance, with McGuire, and then Prover popped the guy real good after that. And then he got into it with Dan Kexmer after Kexmer went after his knee. But, as long as he doesn't make a habit of it, because he's not that type of player, and enforcer to drop the gloves every time. But, every guy loses their cool and has to stand up for themselves every once in a while. So 1 or 2 times in a season is no big deal. But when you're Anthony Mantha and you're a guy that's dependent upon to score goals, you can't be dropping the gloves as much as he likes to, because you'll get injured, So as long as he doesn't make a habit of this, I'm okay with it. It's not like this is going to be a habit for him, hopefully.
Okay, you know what, Seth? You actually made a very fair point. Like, don't get into a habit of this. But I just don't want – I hated it because I don't want him doing this. He's not even doing it for our team. He's doing it for a Czech league. I don't want him getting hurt.
That's his country, though. That's his country. He's right at home in his home country.
Okay, that's fair enough. But for my selfishness, I'm screwed. I'm just going to be selfish right now. I don't want him getting into no damn fight unless it's with the Red Wings. I don't want him getting hurt for a team unless he's getting hurt on this team. I don't want him to get hurt. Don't get me wrong. I do not want him to get hurt. But I especially don't want him getting hurt when he's not doing something that's not on the Red Wings. I don't like him getting into a fight. Like you said.
I think he has a higher risk of getting injured just from a hit or a puck hitting him than from a fight. Yes, injuries from fights do happen, but on average, how often does that happen? A guy gets injured from getting popped or breaking his hand from a punch, unless you're Anthony Mantha. How often does that really happen?
All right, that's fair enough, but still, like, I don't like – I think that's an unnecessary risk that I personally think Hronek took an unnecessary risk. That's just me. Like, yep. Jim,
yes,
go
Mr.
ahead.
PT Sports by a second-grade teacher.
I'm going to go at this from a totally different angle. I don't know when this became the WHL, the Wussy Hockey League, but I like the fact that someone's going to stand up for themselves, show a little bit of, I want to say some words I shouldn't, but show his toughness. You know what? Show some grit. Show you got something. You know what I'm saying? Dang, dude, stand up for yourself. And if it means you have to get into a fight and beat somebody up or get beat up because you're standing up for yourself or your teammates, you know what? The other team will take advantage of you all night long if you back down. And they're going to continue to take advantage of you and pop you and do dirty stick work to you until you stand up for yourself. Of course you need to fight. Of course. This is a freaking hockey league. What do you think this is? Tiddlywinks? Come on, man.
No.
Come on, dude. Seriously? Dude. They don't want him to get hurt. Come on. This is a hockey league.
Dude, he can get hurt.
How many people on your team have teeth missing?
Bertuzzi's
It's hockey.
got teeth missing. I think
it's hockey.
Yeah, I get it that it's hockey.
No,
but
you don't.
That's Czech hockey. I want him. He can get into. Dude,
yeah, checking is part of the game.
Okay. Yeah, dude, he can get hurt. Dude, he can get into as if he's on the Red Wings, he can get into as many fights as he wants. He can get
so
I'm
sure you wanted Bob Probert to sit on his ass and do nothing because he might get hurt.
What is he?
That's his job, dude. That's everybody's job on the team.
Dude, is his job, Bob? Is he Bob Probert? Who's Bob Probert? Is Hronek Bob Probert?
You don't know who Bob Probert is?
No, I said, no, I'm saying, no, that's not the point. My point is, what was Bob Probert? Dude,
no, I know what he is, but the thing is that this
guy.
league has evolved to eliminate those tough guys. This league has kind of evolved to get away from that type of thing. Gary Bettman has decided that fighting is not okay. I don't agree with Gary Bettman. I agree with standing up for yourself, policing your own people, and not leaving it in the hands of the officials all the time. Because what happens is your team, if it's soft, you're going to get exploited. The ref can't call everything, and there's going to be some stick work and some other things that go on during a game that you don't want to happen because that's worse injuries. Those are serious injuries. You break your hand, it's going to be fixed in 4 weeks, dude.
And then you have to force your stars into being their own enforcers like Jerome McGinley, even though he could handle himself. But, for our case, guys like Larkin and Mantha, guys that you want on the ice more,
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want a wussy on my team. I don't. And if I have to protect you, fine. I get that. There are players that are just purely skill, and those are the players you protect. But you ain't got anybody to protect them. They're going to take advantage of them all night.
Dude, all your points would be I guess your point that we're not going to come to a common ground, but
no,
I would
never.
agree with all of your points. I would agree with all of your points.
Yes, because
he was doing it over for us.
Doesn't matter. No, that doesn't matter because he's doing it for himself. People watch film. People know about you. People know what you do and what you're like. He is doing something to stand up for himself, and that's on film. You see what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's good. Other players are going to know that and say, well, you know what? I probably shouldn't mess with him like that because he's going to fight back. You know what I mean? If he's doing it for himself, that helps the Red Wings in the long run.
Yeah, he can do it for himself on this team.
I don't care.
I
don't care. Everybody that steps on the ice has a chance of getting injured.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because it's hockey. Because this is a rough sport. Because this is not a sport for the weak. It just isn't. It's like football. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hurt. That is the way the game is played, and you can't protect everybody. You just can't. People need to learn to take a hit, and people need to learn to stand up for themselves, and people need to learn to do these type of things so that they don't get hurt, so that other people don't take advantage of them and stick them in the face or other places that I'm not going to mention. There's stick work that goes on in the boards and things like that is really kind of a nasty situation, butt ending with the sticks and stuff like that. Those things happen because you don't stand up for yourself.
I don't know, man. Like I just think you can stand up for yourself in those along the boards and stuff like that. I think there's other ways you can stand up for yourself. I just think it's
what are you going to do? Swing a stick at somebody's head? That'll help.
No,
fight. That is the time-honored tradition. That is
win the loose pucks and win the scraps and stuff like the scraps for the loose pucks.
How long is that going to take for you to earn their respect though? If you just do that, people will still gun for you and gun for you and gun for you. And then sure, if you keep being relentless, if you don't back down, then maybe after 500 years they'll respect you.
Yeah, I'm with the whole thing that I don't care about a fight. Shows me the kid has some balls, and I like that about a player. He's a good defenseman too. He's got some skill, and now I know he stands up for himself and has some grit. Hell yeah, it makes him better in my eyes.
All right, that's fair enough. I guess I would agree with everything you guys are saying if he was doing it over here for us. That's pretty much where that's where I'm at. I mean. I don't want to see he stood up for himself. You're done, Hronek. No more fighting. You stood up for yourself this one time. So you're good. Does anyone else have anything to add on this? I feel like this is another topic that we could go all day on if we had the time, but
we have plenty of time. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Does anyone want to add anything? I'm serious. All serious.
No, I do actually. I'm not done. I think that there is a whole situation. I'm older, so I'm old school. You know what I mean? And I think that fighting shouldn't have been taken out of hockey. I don't. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I grew up watching it. I grew up watching my special enforcers and people that I love to watch fight. And you know what? People get hurt. People get hurt now. I don't see what the player safety issue is and all this other stuff. I just think we've gotten way too much to the other side nowadays. And I'd like to see some of that come back.
Okay, fair enough. He can do that. He can do that for us. I don't know. Like I said, he can do it for us. I just don't.
I think he can do it for himself. And because he's playing to get to this level and this team, he's just keeping himself ready to go when we come back to play. He's trying to play. And that's what Yzerman wants them all to do. He wants them to get over there and play like they were playing over here. So then we come back over here, they're in shape and they're ready to go.
Well said.
Yeah. All right, yeah, that's fair enough. Do you have anything else you want to add, Seth?
No, I'm good.
All right, we're good. Well,
Hronek, fire on now.
I'm glad. Okay, good for you for getting this one fight, Hronek. I hope you don't do it again.
Unless I hope you kick ass every single night, man.
Yeah, I hope you kick ass every single night by scoring goals, getting assists, shutting down the opposing forwards,
punching people in the face. Yes, exactly.
No, you can do good in other ways, You know
what? Random thought. When you said that, Jim, I just thought about years ago when I was watching Hockey Night in Canada, back to the 95-96 season when Ty Domi, after play stop, just knocked the F out of Ulf Samuelsson. Just knocked him out. Made him fall to the ice. Random thought, yeah.
Yeah, all right, well, that was a fun little debate. That was a fun little...
That was fire, dude.
It was fire. It was fire. We have a little bit of time, but it was fire. But we got to talk about some of the other things really quickly. Thank you, Jim, for bringing the fire. Thanks for bringing the fire today.
That. It just is.
All right. Well, let's talk about Robby Fabbri really fast. Well, not really fast, but let's talk about Robby Fabbri.
Does he fight too? Just kidding.
Did he fight?
I'm just kidding. It was a joke.
No, he can fight here all he wants, man. I don't think fights here.
You're something else.
Okay,
right. Let's go to the topic.
Jeff Blashill, in an interview with The Athletic, said that he wants to take a look at Robby Fabbri at center. What would you think of Robby Fabbri playing at center? Jim, we'll start with you.
I think he can play center. I do. I think he's a playmaker. He has some speed. I wouldn't mind that. I think he's a heady little player. I think he could play the position. I do. I don't know why they would want him there since they have Veleno and he should be coming up soon. And they just got that K-word guy that I can't remember his name. The Russian dude.
Mesnikov?
Yeah, Mesnikov, whatever his name is. Anyway, no, I can see him playing third line center. I mean, where else are you going to put him? You don't think we have enough centers now or what?
I personally feel like we're kind of thin at center, especially with Veleno playing over in Europe. So
yeah, I was thinking he was going to come up this year and play second line, but then we got the Russian dude, and then I thought, well, then Veleno will play third line. But if you want to take Fabbri and make him play third line, I don't mind. I
feel like Nemesnikov is more of a third line guy. I could be wrong, but I feel like he's third line, and Fabri's more of a second line guy. That's just my opinion, though.
I could see that. I don't know what we're gonna get in the Mesnikov, honestly.
I'm glad you guys could pronounce that.
Yeah, I'm torn on what we're gonna get out of that guy. But as far as Fabbri at center, it doesn't hurt. I like that Blashill's experimenting. I like that he's trying to see what these players can and can't do. And at this point, that's all I want to see is find out what they can and can't do.
I agree with you. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. He handles the puck pretty well. I think that he could be a playmaker. If this is the route that Yzerman wants to go and he saw something in him before he brought him here and that's what he saw, let's go for it. Let's do it.
I agree. After all, I remember he tried, what's his name, AnthonyCio as center, and I think there are people who thought that he was better off as a center, made him more responsible and, so to where he would play more of the ice instead of just trying to be that dazzler and hold on to the puck for too damn long.
I like Fabbri, though. So, you know, I don't have an issue with this.
Me neither.
All right. It sounds like we're good. Are we good on this topic then?
Yep.
All right, let's talk about one of our draft picks. We have not talked about this one yet. We talked about him right after we drafted him, but let's get a little more in depth on Cross Hannes.
Oh, I've got a nickname for this kid.
All right, go ahead.
His nickname is Never Cross Hannes.
All right.
You hear me?
Oh.
Just kidding.
No,
You hear me, man?
Yeah, I do hear you. So
he's got that lacrosse goal thing going on. He's very good with his stick handling. I like the kid. It's going to take him a few years to develop, so we won't see him in Detroit for a little while anyway, I would imagine. But like the kid. I actually like the kid. I like his confidence, and I like the way he plays.
Oh, he's the guy with the lacrosse style goal.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay.
No, but yeah,
or you could call him lacrosse Hannes. I mean, you could do that too.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Lacrosse Hannes. No, but yeah, he's a very sick player. He's at least in the dub. I think he was playing in the WHL. Is what I want to say he was.
I think so. I had a whole thing on him, and I forgot. I'm not on the show enough to bring it up. So
no, but yeah. So I'm pretty sure he was in the WHL. But like I don't know. Like he is like a human highlight reel in many ways. He's a deadly fast break scorer. He's a good.
He played with the Portland Winterhawks in 2019, 2020.
Well, that's definitely different. I don't know. Is that in the WHL or is that in a different
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's WHL.
That's WHL. You were right, unfortunately.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
He's 6'1" and 165-pound dude. Yeah, he's a big dude and shoots left. Plays a left wing. He's a pretty good kid. Yeah, you know, I was impressed with his stick handling and the way he went about his business. So yeah, good pickup for the Red Wings, I think.
No, yeah, I agree. I think he moves pretty good without the puck.
Yeah,
like he does. Move. Yeah, I like that about him. He'll find holes in the defense. I don't know about his defense because I can't pretty much all the film you watch or like whether it be a highlight reel. They never really show defensive highlight reels. Like
no, they don't. They don't.
So it's hard to tell. I don't know about his defense, but I think this kid's got a lot of potential on offense for sure. I think he even had. I feel like I saw that he had a 7-point game in. I
didn't see that, but yeah, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. I like him.
Oh yeah, Seth, what are your thoughts on Cross Hannes?
Well, I feel like my take on him is going to be seriously lacking here, but I'll do the best I can. Now, from the sounds of it, at 6'1", 165, he's obviously going to have to grow into his body a little bit, get some more muscle on him. But with the WHL having the reputation of being the most physical of the 3 junior leagues within the CHL, I see that as being a good sign as him coming from that league. So he's used to physicality. So I think he'll be able to take a hit, and if he's going to hang around the net, he's not going to shy away from contact. So that's good. As far as, I'll admit, I haven't really seen any highlights of him, but just knowing the type of players that Eisman looks for, I feel good about him being a well-rounded, versatile player. PD, you talk about how you don't really know about how he is on defense. Not every player that you draft has to be a good two-way player. Just have enough two-way players, I think. So if one or two of those guys aren't really all that great defensively, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it, like Dino Ciccarelli, for instance. But
so you lose sleep when people don't have that. That's interesting. No, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, but Ciccarelli had other things going for him, like scrappiness and
I was just
parking in front of the goalie. Love that guy. But yeah, so I'm good with Hannes. See how he develops in the AHL. That will be a major factor, in my opinion, in terms of how well he'll do.
He's got some development to do. I mean, he sees the ice real well. That's his thing. His hands, and he's super decisive. He's a person that has really good puck handling skills, and his release on his shot is NHL level already. But he's not consistent. He lacks A certain amount of speed. I mean, I thought he was fast. When I saw him in his highlights, it looked like he had some speed. But the thing is that, you know, there's just stuff that he can work on as he grows into his, you know, adult body. His hockey IQ is really, really high. The kid is really good. He sees the ice perfect. That's the things I like about him. But the drawback is right now, he does not do it every night. He's not consistent. So that's what I need to see from him as he develops. I need to see that consistency.
Yeah, that's definitely a fair enough take for sure. Does anyone else have anything else they want to add on Cross Hannes?
Never cross him, like PD said.
I think I can cross that one off our list.
Yeah. All right. So we're done. Looks like we're done with Cross Hannes. I think he's going to be I think he has got a lot of potential. They all got potential. I shouldn't say that, because every player that gets drafted has potential, but I think this kid's a sick player. And I like what Seth said, like, not every player has to be a two-way player. Like, you can do there's certain things that you're just so damn good at that it almost just cancels out whatever random deficiencies you might have. And it just doesn't even matter that those deficiencies are there.
Yes,
so
I like random deficiencies too. So,
wait, what?
I said I have random deficiencies as well, so I understand.
Yeah, no, yeah. I like the way you worded that particular part, Seth. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on from Cross Hannes, and we're gonna.
So I get no credit for all I did there.
No, you get all the credit.
You get a lot of
credit. I'm sorry.
I'm having so much fun with this, to be honest.
Yeah, we are having fun today, but let's talk about a free agent signing from the Red Wings. We got John Merrill. What are your guys' thoughts?
I don't know a thing about this dude. I'm just letting you know. I don't know nothing about him.
All right, I'll just give you a quick little. I'll go first to maybe help you out a little bit. So, like,
I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't expect the most from this dude. Like, the contract he signed isn't really all that amazing. We're signing him over from Vegas, it looks like.
Yeah.
We're signing him over from the Vegas Golden Knights. I like his look. Like, when he was in his interview, he had the missing teeth. He had the mustache.
There you go.
He just looks like a badass. Like,
you don't want that. You don't want that because they could get hurt.
What the hell? I said they can do all that stuff. I said they can do all that stuff over on our team. I don't like them doing it for some. I don't like them doing it for some other league. They can do things all on our team. No, yeah, he just looks like a badass. That's right. I don't know how else to put it. He just looks, like he's got the Lemmy look. That's kind of what I think of with
really?
John Merrill. Yeah, he kind of reminds me of, not a lot of Lemmy.
The Hanson brother, or?
No, Lemmy, the Motorhead.
Lemmy Kleinmeister. Motorhead.
I know what he's talking about. Yeah. I was talking about the Slapshot movie.
Oh yeah.
No, but they didn't sign him to all that much. I'm going to tell you actually what his exact contract is really quickly. They gave him, so they it looks like they just gave him a 1-year deal for $925,000. So it's not the most remarkable contract. So, like, based on all that stuff and based on his career production, I don't really expect the most out of him. I see him as like a fringe second line defenseman at best, but I see him more like a third line defenseman, honestly.
Okay. I don't know much about him. How old is he?
He is 27 years old. He might be 28. Depends on when he was born.
About his prime.
February.
I don't know how good he is.
He's 28 at this point, I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, might be a filler player for a couple of years until some of our defensemen come up from the minors and stuff like that, and overseas and everywhere else they're playing. I think that's a filler position. How many years did he get?
He got 1 year. One year.
That's a filler position. That's so that we can field the team this year, pretty much.
All right.
I see him as being a low risk signing, like Jim said. A body to fill the roster, provide some depth. I know he's 27. It's not like he's 30 something, but he's he can be considered a veteran player, so he can provide a little bit that type of presence, on the ice, and I think more so in the locker room, provide some character. It's definitely not a glamorous signing. You know, it's something more about substance. I think more in terms of what he can provide in the locker room more than anything else.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think that he has experience, and they bring him over and see how he does. You know, you never know. I mean, a 1-year deal is a prove-it deal to me.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, I'm not expecting the most. Like, I think he can do some stuff for us.
That's really good.
I like his look, like I said.
But, you know, I mean, no, he can do some stuff for us. That's high expectations, man.
Wow. Wow.
No, I don't.
No, I'm kidding. But you're right, though. I mean, it's like this is a mass signing, you know. It's like, yeah, okay, whatever. It is what it is, man. What are we gonna call it?
I don't like. I like.
It's not like a huge thing going on here for me. That's just me.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, pretty much.
All right, good PD on that.
Does anyone else does anyone really have anything else that they want to? Hey, we're good on this topic. So this is the last topic of the day. So is there anything else you?
That's the last topic of the day.
All right.
What about the? Did you have the question about the Kraken?
No, I don't know anything about the Wings. Oh, who do they think they'll take?
Right,
from the Wings?
I did have that question about.
I don't know who's protected and unprotected and all that, so I wouldn't know.
And then the January 1st start date, the hockey guy thinks will be the start date, January 1st.
I think that's in flux. I think nobody knows what's going to happen because the COVID has come back and it's threatening a lot of different things. Michigan's on lockdown again. I honestly think that this is a wait and see thing. I'm not sure they're going to start on the 1st. Steve Yzerman had an interview where he wasn't sure either. He didn't know whether they were going to start the 1st or they weren't. They haven't been notified by the league that this is official right now. I mean, it's all in flux right now, according to Steve Yzerman.
All right, should I make a banner for the January 1st start date, or
you should make a banner for everything's in flux now? I'm just kidding.
Okay,
no, I'm kidding. But, Yzerman was talking about that his team and how he views his prospects and stuff. I think it was interesting when he was talking about that because he does not want to rush any player. He wants them to stay down. He wants them to. If they're good enough to come up, great. He said he thought most Moritz Seider was going to be up this year, but he didn't get the playoffs because they cut it for COVID. And so he said you might see him sometime this year, but more likely next year.
Wait, were you talking about Seider? Or were you talking about? I'm sorry, I
talking about Mo Seider.
Okay, Mo Seider. Well, I mean, we loaned him too, so that will also contribute to.
Well, their league ends. I think their league ends somewhere when ours is still going on, so we would have the opportunity to, get him back if we wanted him back up here. We want him if Grand Rapids is playing. Who knows what's going on by then, though. But that was my gist on that.
All right, yeah, for sure. Seth, do you have anything that you want to add about the January 1st start date?
I really don't know if that's going to be if that's going to hold, but all I know is Gary Bettman better not be trying to do an 82-game season, especially the farther back the date gets pushed. I agree. It's crazy.
No, the 82 game schedule looks like it's completely off the table at this point. I feel like I read that they want to award a Stanley Cup by July 15th. So yeah. Like it was sometime in July that they wanted the Stanley Cup awarded. So I think we can safely say the 82 game schedule is completely off the table at this particular point. But
okay, here's my question to you guys. If it does get pushed back to where, like people think to March or even April or whenever, what scenario do you see playing out? Do you see it to where every team makes the playoffs this time around? Because if there's not enough regular season games, what do you guys see?
Well, I mean, I think that's part of the reason why we might want to, why we should shoot for January 1st. And one of the things that Shannon, who's the hockey guy, pointed out is that you want to give yourself some leeway in case something goes wrong, in case you have an outbreak or something like that. Then you have a little bit of extra time to compensate in case something goes wrong. And that's also part of the reason why January 1st is the most ideal. No, but I'm sorry, Seth. So your question was basically like, if we don't have enough regular season games, do you see the NHL like allowing pretty much every team into the playoffs? Is that kind of what your question to us was?
Basically. Do you see that happening?
Well, I see us having it up. I'm probably thinking a little too optimistically, but I see the NHL, like, if the NHL does their temporary realignment, I think they can reduce risk and reduce the potential damages and reduce potential lost games if they do the realigned divisions and stuff like that.
Is that the thing where we have like a central division with most of the teams that we hate?
Yeah, something like that. Like they'd have all the Canadian
if that's
teams.
Temporary, I'm mad because I think that's the best thing I've ever seen. I love it. Absolutely love it.
Oh yeah, no, but like
keep all them damn teams in Canada where they belong, and then we can have the Central Division with St. Louis and Pittsburgh, and oh my God, Chicago.
What? Don't forget the Black. Yeah, I was gonna say, don't forget the Blackhawks.
God, what a division that would be, and how much fun would that be? We're stuck in the freaking East with all these teams that we don't really care about. You know, I mean, we have rivalries, but not like the Blackhawks and not like, you know, our old Central Division foes. I would love to be in that and stay in it. Just leave us there.
See, I'm split with the realignment. You know, from a geographic standpoint, it makes plenty sense. You know, it being in the Eastern time zone and you don't have to go out west as often. But I do miss being in the same division as the Blackhawks and Blues.
That would be
even the Avalanche.
Yeah, that would be remedied by this whole thing. I love it.
Oh no, I like we used to be in a division with the Blackhawks and the Blues. Like,
yeah, but you've added Pittsburgh and I mean, it looked really cool to me. I was really
Columbus
impressed.
In there too.
Yeah,
I think it was Chicago, Detroit, Columbus, St. Louis. I want to say it was Minnesota was the fifth team in that.
I'm going to try to see if I can find it for you. I'm not sure if I can, but go ahead and move on and keep talking, and I'll see if I can.
No, yeah. I mean, I didn't even answer your question, Seth. I'm sorry I didn't answer your question. I mean, I could see it potentially happen. I think I honestly, here's what I think is going to happen. So this will be my answer. I think the answer is, I think we'll have enough games played to the point where we can just have the top 8 teams in each conference make it. And yeah, like,
I don't think everybody's going to make the playoffs. I think that's just the dumbest idea I've ever heard of.
Yeah. No, like, what was that year? Like, in the most recent lockout that we had, how many games did we play? I feel like we
48.
Yeah, we played only 48. Yeah, we only played 48 games, and we still only had the top 8 teams make it. So,
which is why I was so pissed off about last season. Oh, to make it fair, we need to make 24 teams make it. You could have had 16 teams still.
Yeah, you could have. I agree with you on that. I didn't like it either. I thought, like, why not just let everybody in? Let the Red Wings in too, so we see them for more games. Why not? It was just stupid. I didn't like it. It was just and you know why they did it? Money. Yes. Money is the real reason why. Why do I say that? Because it's extra revenue with the extra teams, and the extra teams can make more money because it's more TV time.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, the only thing I'll say about that is, like, even with the expanded teams, I felt the right team won the Stanley Cup. I felt.
Oh, I do too. I agree. I think that, but it took us longer to get there, and we didn't need all that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's definitely fair enough, honestly. Like, no, but Seth, did I answer your question finally, or did I not answer?
No, you're good.
Okay, we're good. What was the other topic that you? Oh, the crack. Do we want to talk about the Kraken real fast?
I could care less. Here's the East Division or the Central Division. It would be the Blackhawks, the Blue Jackets, the Red Wings, the Panthers, the Predators, the Penguins, the Blues, and the Lightning.
Panthers?
Yeah, you know they're from Florida.
Crap. My bad. I was thinking about I was like, what are you doing? Like, thinking about the Carolina Panthers, like what?
Florida, man. Minnesota would not be in our division. Minnesota would be in the West.
My bad.
It's all good.
Yeah, my bad, man.
What were you saying, Jim?
Minnesota was in the West.
Wow. That's
odd. A little weird. Yeah,
Okay,
I
these
don't like that.
alignments don't seem right. These alignments seem sloppy, if I have to be honest. Like the way you said it, like
I love that. Oh my God, I love that. I don't know how you can't.
I'm talking about
the Panthers seem out of place, though. You know.
Yeah, the Panthers and Lightning.
They're still
in the
East time zone.
Yeah, they're still in the East time zone, but like they want to reduce travel and such, right?
Well, they are. They're putting the 2 Florida teams in the Central Division with Nashville in that. So that's close proximity, you know. And you got St. Louis, Columbus, Detroit, Chicago. I don't know. Pittsburgh seems out of place a little bit, but that's not too far from all the other teams, really. But I don't think it's a terrible thing. I love the teams in that division. I mean, come on, we're playing Yzerman's old team in the division, the Blackhawks, Blue Jackets, and then we got the Predators, who we've had history with. We've got the Penguins and the St. Louis Blues. I like it. I like it a lot, actually.
All right.
I think it's fun.
All right, I can't kill nothing that you're saying.
And I think the playoff format would be like it was in the 80s, the top 4 teams in each division, if I'm not mistaken.
I could not remember.
Which they tried to do, it would be the top 4 teams in each division, like it was in the 80s.
I think so. I'm not sure about that.
What they tried to do for this current alignment, but teams were complaining about, oh, what about the divisions with more teams? It's not going to be fair.
Well, that's what's happening throughout the new WHL here, the DSA Hockey League. You got all these people that have turned into. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't even deal with it no more.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we went on a little bit of a tangent. It was a fun.
Hey, we had nothing else to talk about, so we're good, man.
All right. Is there any other topics you guys want to touch on for today, or?
No, I think that this is going to be a slow build. It's going to be a lot slower than people think. I don't want anybody to think that, oh man, why we drafted this guy and he should be here now. What the heck is he doing? He knows what he's doing. You know, just give him some time. And that's the one thing that I think that we have in Detroit that's rough because of all of our teams suck is that we're so desperate for a winner. We want one now, you know, and we have to wait. You just have to be patient. And that's a difficult thing when you're a Detroit fan.
Yeah, for sure. Seth,
and I hope more people appreciate the type of GM Yzerman is, especially with this transparency, unlike Bob Quinn. You know, because Yzerman said from the very beginning, be patient. It's going to take time. He fully explained himself about how these guys that he's drafting, they're going to take most likely 3 to 5 years to make it up to the NHL, if they even make it up there, because not all players are going to make it up there. If they make it up there 1 to 2 years, they're actually ahead of the curve. So, you know, it's going to take time to build the team back to where it was before, to where they'll even be a playoff team. So I find that very refreshing, whereas I feel like Bob Quinn was, you know what, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to go on another rant about him and Matt Patricia. Save that for another day.
Hey, you can go on the pregame show tomorrow or the postgame show tomorrow, and then you can rant there. No, but
we gotta play better.
It sounds like PD has something to do, so he's been wanting to go for the last half hour or so.
No, I don't have anything to do. I can't tell what I don't know. Like we ran out of topics, and then we had a tangent, and now I don't even know what we're doing at this point. Honestly,
we're just chatting, to put it in a nice way.
Yeah, no, that's pretty.
We're chatting Red Wings, guys. Come on, man.
Yeah, we are chatting Red Wings. No, but and also, is there anything else you guys want to touch on today?
I'm good.
All right, Seth,
I'm good too.
We're good. All right, let's give some final thoughts then. Jim, what are your final thoughts?
Let's not continue to make this league the WHL. Come on, guys. This is a league that people get hurt. It's a league that there is fighting and stuff like that. It does happen. You know, it's like we're trying to turn the NFL into flag football, and I'm not down for that either. If you're going to pay a guy $1 million to do something and he knows the risks, just let him do it. You know what? I don't care. At least they're not in the freaking lion thing or whatever before, when they had lions fighting people and stuff like that, and everybody died and all that stuff. They're not doing that stuff.
The Roman days?
Yeah,
Roman
that stuff. We're not doing that. These guys got helmets and stuff and protections and things like that, and they know what they're doing out there. They don't take advantage of people normally, that if the fight's over, the fight's over. You know, the linesmen step in and take care of that. And so there's no pounding away at somebody mercilessly till they die. So come on, guys. This is ridiculous. Let's man up and not be the WHL.
All right. I like it. I like it, Jim. Seth, what, do you have any final words?
Thanks for having me as always. Good for Jim to join us again. So for, even if it's just for 1 week only, the original crew together again. But we'll be looking forward to having Pistons talk back next week, hopefully as well. And great show. And join us again next week. You heard it from me, Seth Walker.
All right, yeah. I don't really know what to say. It was a fun little show we did today. Probably one of the more fiery shows that we've done.
That's because I'm here.
Yeah. No, it was good. No, and it was good. We had fought. We were fiery today. I don't even know how it happened. It just happened. But yeah, Jim being here certainly helped that. But yeah, we'll be here back again, same time, same place.
Same bat channel.
Yeah, same bat channel, all this stuff. No, but also make sure to tune into Above the Rim.
Yes, that show is going to be fire.
It's gonna be
Has anybody seen the Crispy Flakes videos?
Yeah,
you got to see that if you haven't.
Hilarious.
Oh my God.
It's kind of hilarious.
It is hilarious. I'm sorry, that was the wrong show, but oh my God, that was funny.
No, that was funny. But yeah, make sure you tune into 313 JMO for Above the Rim. It's going to be a fun little show. And yeah,
we are great.
Yeah. And with that said, we are out.